On the rooftop of a glass skyscraper in downtown Seattle, a helicopter idled under the early morning sun. The fuel tank was full. The instrument lights glowed like tiny galaxies, and the keys waited in the ignition, ready for takeoff. Everything was perfect, everything except one thing. The pilot was missing. Chloe Kensington paced across the landing pad, her heels striking the metal surface with sharp, decisive clicks. In her tailored black suit, hair pulled into a flawless bun, she looked like someone carved from steel and expectation. She was 29 years old and CEO of Kensington Aerospace, her father's company, her family's legacy, and her entire world. This morning, one contract would determine the future of that world. Her voice cut through the wind. "Find me another pilot, now!" Two assistants scrambled around her. Phones to their ears, sweat on their foreheads, panic in their eyes. "Everyone's booked, Miss Kensington," one stammered. Even the backup pilot, the one who was supposed to always be ready, was stuck in Vancouver. Chloe stopped, staring at the helicopter as if she could force it to fly on willpower alone. If she didn't get across the city in time for the Skitech signing, the multi-million-dollar deal would evaporate. Kensington Aerospace would lose a seat at the national table. She had spent years preparing for this moment, and now it was slipping. Behind her, the stairwell door squeaked open. A man stepped into the light wearing a gray janitor uniform. He carried a bucket and a mop, as if he had simply wandered onto the wrong floor. He cleared his throat softly. "I can fly it." Both assistants laughed instantly, unfiltered and rude. "You?" one sputtered. "You're joking, right?" Chloe turned slowly. The man stood calm, quiet, almost serene. No bravado, no arrogance, just certainty. "You're telling me," she said, "that you can fly a Bell 407? "Yes, ma'am." Her eyes narrowed. She studied him. The lean frame, the short brown hair, the tired eyes of someone who had lived too many lives for his age. She didn't believe him, but she was out of options. A cold, reckless smirk crossed her lips. "Fly this helicopter, and I'll marry you." Her assistants gasped. The janitor did not flinch. He simply nodded, set down his mop, walked to the pilot's seat, and strapped in like he'd been born there. And then the engine roared. The rotors spun. Wind whipped around them. The rooftop vibrated beneath Chloe's heels. For the first time that morning, her breath caught. This was not a man guessing. This was muscle memory awakening. She climbed aboard, snapped on her belt, and put on the headset. His voice came through steady and measured, professional. "Ready for takeoff." And then they were rising, smooth, controlled, effortless. The helicopter didn't tremble, not once. Chloe stared at the man beside her, her heart racing with equal parts fear and awe. His hands moved with precision. His eyes scanned horizon, gauges, wind patterns. This wasn't luck. This was mastery. Seattle unfolded below them like a map of steel and blue water. And she, who trusted no one, found herself trusting a janitor with her life. "Where did you learn to fly?" she asked finally. His answer was simple. "I used to do this for a living." 12 minutes later, he landed on Skitech's rooftop landing pad so gently the coffee cup between them didn't even ripple. Chloe stepped out in a daze, but when she turned back, the helicopter was silent, the rooftop empty. The janitor was gone. That evening, Chloe sat in her corner office, city lights glittering behind her. She typed into the employee database. Liam Walker janitorial staff, hired 8 months ago. No resume, no references, no previous job listed. Invisible by design. But something in her chest wouldn't let it go. So she called someone she hadn't spoken to in years, an old friend in military records. 2 hours later, the phone rang. "You sitting down?" "Tell me." Liam Walker, Captain, United States Army, helicopter pilot, decorated, honorable discharge. She stared at the window, at her reflection. Cold, driven, untouchable, and a cracking sensation ran through her armor. And why did he leave? Her friend hesitated. Then, his wife died in a car accident, 8 months pregnant. The baby survived. He came home to an empty house and a premature newborn fighting for his life. He left the military a month later. Chloe covered her mouth. A man who had lost everything. A man who chose invisibility to keep breathing. And she had mocked him. Over the next days, she began to see him. Really see him. Liam walking the halls quietly, pushing a janitorial cart with methodical precision. Liam heating leftovers in a microwave at midnight as his small son, 5-year-old Finn, slept curled on a bench with a notebook full of hand-drawn airplanes. Liam carrying his son to the company medical room during a fever. No complaint, no panic. Just a father doing what needed to be done. He never asked for help, never demanded attention. He lived in silence, in grief, and in love for his child. And Chloe couldn't stop watching. She had climbed every rung of power by becoming untouchable, by erasing softness, tenderness, vulnerability. But Liam embodied all the things she'd buried. One night, she waited for him in the lobby. "Liam," she said softly. He stopped, Finn asleep on his shoulders. "Miss Kensington." "I never thanked you," she said. "You don't need to," he replied. "I just did what had to be done." Her voice lowered. "I know who you were." A flicker, pain, guardedness crossed his eyes. "Then you know I'm not that person anymore." "Maybe not," she whispered, "but you're still someone." Finn stirred then, blinking groggily. "You're the lady from the office," he mumbled. Chloe smiled. "That's me, and I hear you love airplanes." He brightened, opened his notebook, showed her a drawing of a helicopter with little stick figure pilots. "This is my dad," Finn said proudly. "He's the best pilot in the world." Chloe swallowed hard. "I believe you." Days later, she offered Liam a new career, consulting for Skitech's pilot simulator program. Good pay, flexible schedule, work from home, a chance to reclaim his old self. But he refused. "Why?" she asked. "Because Finn is all I care about. I don't need recognition. I just need him safe." She didn't push, but for the first time she wondered if she understood him better than he understood himself. One evening, she found Finn crying outside the simulation room. "My dad's inside," he whispered. "He's sad about Mommy." Through the glass wall, she saw Liam sitting in the cockpit of a training rig, head in his hands, shoulders shaking. She'd never seen him break. When he finally stepped out, holding Finn, he couldn't meet her eyes. "I used to be in control," he whispered. "I used to know what to do, but after Afghanistan, after Sarah, I can't trust myself anymore." Chloe's heart ached. "You haven't failed anyone," she whispered. "But if I stay invisible," he said softly, "I can't disappoint anyone ever again." She placed a hand on his arm. "You're not invisible." Their eyes met. Two broken people who recognized the fractures in each other. And for the first time, the walls between them cracked. But then came the confrontation. Chloe's father, Roger Kensington, founder of the company, burst into her office, furious. "You let a janitor fly our helicopter? You're spending time with him? Chloe, are you losing your mind?" "That man," she snapped, "saved the Skitech deal. He's a decorated war hero." "He's a janitor," Roger hissed. "He's got a child. He's got baggage. He is not entering this family." Chloe stood. Her voice was steel. "Then I'll resign." Roger froze. "You wouldn't." "Try me," she whispered. And in that moment, she chose her own life over her father's legacy for the first time. A week later, Skitech contacted Liam directly. They wanted him to perform a live aerial demonstration at their global summit in exchange for a full scholarship for Finn at one of Seattle's best schools. Liam stared at the offer, hands shaking. It wasn't just a flight. It was a doorway back to the world he had fled. "What do you want to do?" Chloe asked gently. "I don't know if I'm ready," he admitted. "You flew me across this city without blinking," she whispered. "You're ready." He looked at her, really looked, trust blooming slowly through the cracks of his fear. "Will you be there?" "Every second," he exhaled. "Okay, I'll do it." The day of the demonstration arrived beneath a bright blue sky. Hundreds gathered at Skitech's airfield. Executives, investors, engineers, journalists. Liam stood beside the helicopter, wearing a borrowed flight suit. Finn clutched his hand, wearing tiny aviator sunglasses. "You're going to be awesome, Dad," Finn said. Liam knelt. "You think so?" Finn nodded vigorously. "You're the best pilot in the world." Liam swallowed hard. Maybe he needed to hear that more than anyone realized. He climbed into the cockpit. Chloe's voice came through the headset. "Ready?" "Ready." The helicopter lifted into the air. Smooth, confident, controlled. He moved like the sky still remembered him. Hovering holds, precision turns, fast ascents, gentle descents. Every maneuver was executed with flawless grace. The crowd stared in awe. Finn jumped up and down, waving both arms. "That's my dad! That's my dad!" Chloe wiped tears from her face, not caring who saw. When Liam landed, applause erupted like thunder. Finn sprinted across the tarmac into his arms, and Liam, who had forgotten how to smile, smiled again. Days later, Chloe returned home to find an envelope under her door. From her father. "You were right. Any man who would risk everything for his child deserves more respect than I gave him. I'm proud of you." Chloe cried for the second time that week. Liam accepted Skitech's contract. Finn enrolled in the scholarship program, and Liam began volunteering with a non-profit, teaching underprivileged kids the magic of flight. Chloe secretly funded the entire program. She never told him, but Finn did. "My dad says the flight school only exists because someone special helped him," Finn said shyly. "And I think it's you." Chloe felt something warm bloom in her chest. Weeks passed. One evening, Chloe climbed to the rooftop, the place where everything had begun. There, under the fading sun, she found Liam wiping down the helicopter. "Old habits?" she teased. He grinned. "Something like that." Chloe stepped closer. "You know," she whispered, "I never meant what I said that day. About marrying you." "I know," he said quietly. She looked him in the eyes. "But what if I mean it now?" He froze. Then his expression softened. Gentle, hopeful, disbelieving. "Are you sure?" She nodded. "For the first time in my life." "Yes." Liam dropped the rag, stepped forward, and knelt on one knee. A small silver ring appeared in his hand, engraved with 2 tiny wings. "I used to fly for my country," he said softly. "But now, I want to fly for 2 people, you and Finn, if you'll have me." Chloe's breath caught. Her eyes filled. "Yes." He slipped the ring on her finger. Finn, who had been hiding behind a vent with a bouquet of flowers, burst out cheering. "Does this mean she's staying forever?" Chloe laughed through tears. "Forever." "Dad," Finn yelled, "you did it!" They boarded the helicopter together, Liam in the pilot's seat, Chloe beside him, Finn in the back, clutching his notebook. The engine hummed to life, the rotors spun, and as they lifted off into the golden Seattle sky, Chloe looked at the two people beside her and felt something she had never felt before. Home. Not a place, but a heartbeat. "Where to?" Liam asked. Chloe smiled. "Anywhere," she whispered, "as long as we're together." The helicopter climbed higher. Below them, the city stretched out like a promise. Above them, the sky opened wide, endless, quiet, waiting. For the first time in their lives, they weren't running from the past. They were flying toward the future, together.